Hello, I am Joseph A. Smitty, your film critic, and on today's show we will discuss Clint Eastwood's latest film, Gran Torino. After a prosperous acting career spanning 54 years, Clint Eastwood has settled that Gran Torino will be his last film, in which he will portray the protagonist. Although the film is not on the level as his masterpiece films Unforgiven or Outlaw Josie Wales, he gives us a satisfactory performance in this quaint little film. Much in the same vein as his past characters such as Gunnar Thomas Highway from Heartbreak Ridge and Harry Callahan from the Dirty Harry series, Rob Gronkowski, a recent widower, octogenarian, who is a foul-mouthed, racist, hard, bitter, old-school, ordinary cuss of a man with deep emotional scars. A Korean War veteran that gradually befriends his Asian neighbors when the neighborhood gangs interfere in his property and life. A quaint little film, director Clint Eastwood provides us with the usual sense of humor seen in many of his films. Although the storyline is well structured and the acting performance is satisfactory, don't expect any dazzling camera angles. The film is bare essence filmmaking. In fact, I did notice the camera crossed the line of access in one scene when Walt was talking to his priest at the bar. Oh my. It is interesting that Clint Eastwood would choose this script to mark the end of his acting career. The character of Walt has elements of his characters in his earlier career of his action films, with a grisly loner protagonist, and yet the story has the essence of his more self-reflectiveness. After a century of filmmaking, Eastwood has become a more self-reflective filmmaker. Mystic River, Flags of Our Fathers, The Changeling all have the protagonist with a haunting past. What a fitting way to say goodbye to a Clint Eastwood archetype. Overall, this film is entertaining, light fare, worth seeing. I give it 3 stars. Thank you. Howdy! Joe the movie guy here. Okay, first off, this is a Clint Eastwood film. So what is there not to like? Alright, the guy is 78 years old. And at that age, I really don't expect him to be a 70-year-old Rambo shooting everybody in the film. As you all saw in the movie trailer, Clint plays a regular guy. I, for one, am glad to see this. He is my kind of guy. Speaks his mind and takes no shit from anyone. He is a good old boy. Yeah, sure, he swears a bit, but who doesn't? I don't blame him. The film begins with him in church at his wife's funeral. As he stands by her coffin, we see his disrespectful granddaughter wearing a skimpy dress showing her body piercings, and her grandson mocking the Trinity as he crosses himself. Man, this burned me up. I would have kicked their ass. After we learn he has Oriental neighbors. Oh, we say Asians, not Orientals. Oh. Whatever. Anyway, some Asian punks rough up the neighborhood boy and land on his property, breaking his clay house. He gets rid of the punks with his good old army rifle. Grateful, the Vietnamese neighbors offer their son to help him out. Eventually, they develop a friendship. I like this film. Just like his other films, Honky Tonk Man and Outlaw Josie Wales, he helps mentor a younger guy, and in the process, resolving some of his own issues. Now, people will say this is a film with racist because he is a bigot, and the bad guys in the film are Asians. But the film also is an equal opportunity punks. We see Mexican punks, black punks, and hey, if you live in Michigan, there are punks there. Now, I've seen a lot of movies and usually can't figure out what will happen next. Well, not in this movie. I was totally involved and rode with the film as it went. Okay, granted, most of the audience in this film was more of the old type. I don't think there was anyone under the age of 40. But I could recommend this film to anyone. The film took me into a good journey with likable characters. It was well worth the time and money. I hope this is not Clint's last film. He's a man's actor. Not like these pretty boys, Brad Pitt and Keanu Reeves. Well, I will surely miss him. I give this film 3 popcorn bags. Thank you.